She wanted free gas, and when I refused, she called the police. What she didn't know was that I was the police chief. I live just outside an HOA community, on a piece of land I've owned for years. On that land sits a private fuel tank. It's not decorative. It's there for farm equipment, backup generators, and emergencies. Every drop is accounted for. One afternoon, she showed up, an HOA board member, confident, smiling like she already owned the place. She said the neighborhood was experiencing fuel shortages and that my tank was a community resource. I told her calmly it wasn't. It was private property, privately purchased fuel, and not available for public use. Her smile disappeared. She started talking about HOA authority, community responsibility, and how I was being selfish. Then she crossed her arms and said something that made me pause. "I'm calling the cops." I told her she was free to do that. Not long after, patrol cars pulled in. She walked right up to them, explaining how I was refusing to cooperate, how I was hoarding fuel, how the HOA needed access immediately. She looked very pleased with herself. Then I stepped forward. I introduced myself. Everything changed. The officers straightened up instantly. One nodded in recognition. Another had to bite back a grin. The conversation stopped being dramatic and started being very professional. I explained the situation clearly: private land, private fuel, no legal obligation to share. Then I explained something else. Knowingly making a false police report and abusing emergency services isn't an HOA enforcement tool. Her confidence drained away. There were no orders. No fuel was taken. But she did receive a very serious warning. She left without another word. The HOA never contacted me again about fuel or anything else. Funny how power feels absolute until it meets real authority. If you enjoy stories where entitlement backfires hard, follow for more and tell me in the comments. Would you have shared the gas or stood your ground?